difference in the two teams, and what went on to be a real theme throughout the day of, we see the goal there, great interchange and passing and movement from Celtic, and from Hearts, unable to get anywhere near the ball, and that just continued right throughout the whole game.
Yeah, we were saying goals change games, especially 5 goals in the first half, and these are them, Mark.
Yeah, they were just blown away. I think that they would have prepared well for this game, Hearts. I think that Gary and Billy would have had them out there, talking about Celtic, talking about their shape. And then I think Celtic's shape would have been a surprise to them. So before they had any opportunity to get to grips with that shape and to maybe make some changes, they found themselves 2 goals down, and then from that point on they were chasing it. Very, very difficult to make that change during that first half when it was happening like that.
That one there, I think, will be the one that really is a bugbear for them, because that's a real self-inflicted goal there. The other ones are great play from Celtic. Obviously, we spoke a lot about Hearts not being able to control or get to grips with their shape. But their second goal, where it was a quick free kick, I think that's the one that will really irk the Hearts management.
And it was at that point that you got the feeling the roof fell in for Hearts.
I think losing the early goal, I think the second goal was a result of the roof falling in right away. I think that the combination of that early goal and the difficulty they have with Celtic's shape, caused them to switch off. They were kind of already feeling sorry for themselves, and when we saw the free kick, we spoke about it. There was 3 or 4 of the Hearts players that turned their back and were walking away from the ball when Charlie McGrew spotted it and took the free kick. So I think the first goal really, as Michael says, set the tone, but really destroyed Hearts.
That one there's a great example of it's Chris Commons who drops right off, plays the ball off the line to Izagiri, who's the highest player up, back into midfield, and then who's the next highest player up on this side, Lustig as well. And that happened right throughout the game in the first half, where the 2 full-backs were so far up the pitch for Celtic and gave them real width, exploiting the narrowness of the Hearts defence, which had been caused because of Celtic's shape. And then this goal is just a wonder goal. And Mark spoke about it at half-time. It's because of the confidence that's flooding through the team that guys like Lustig think, you know what, I'm going to have a pop here, and anything can happen. And that was a fantastic strike.
How much was this, Mark, do you think, Celtic making a statement on the back of their European exit?
Yeah, I think, it was mentioned, would Celtic have some sort of hangover from...
Extremely harsh decision, this one. Apart from the fact that it's, point blank, close range, we see here in the close-up that Danny Wilson's arms are effectively behind his back almost. It's not as if it's out in what people talk about as an unnatural position. It's just down by his side. It's what we're talking about, a yard at best. I think that Willie Collum could have just given himself a second and realised that 1, it's not really it's a harsh penalty, and 2, given the fact that Celtic are 5 up, he should never just let that one go. But that's not taken away from Chris Commons, who got his hat-trick with that, and that was a sublime finish right in the corner, great penalty. The keeper's got no chance of saving a penalty like that.
So that was 6-0 Celtic, and that scoreline pretty quickly became 7-0 as well. Scott Brown, goals are fairly rare commodities, maybe becoming a little bit more regular of late. A double, he'll be celebrating that one.
One with his left foot as well, sort of half sort of volley from the edge of the box, takes a little bit of a deflection, but again, it comes after a decent passage of play. We looked at Hearts here as well, how quickly they react to the save. Stokes reacts first and gets the ball back across. Big deflection, but you expect Hearts, even at this stage of the game like this and losing the way they do, you expect them to react better to that. There's no, they don't really go to it. They allow them to cross the ball. There's a lot happens before Scott puts in the back of the net, but you expect Hearts to have someone flying out to try and block the cross.
Hearts lost a goal at the weekend against Ross Kemp when they had 9 players in and around the box and nobody closing the ball down.